Hey y'all, happy Thankful Thursday. We're here at another beautiful Thursday, end of the month. Goodness, already, but here we are. So, um, what would your ideal life look like? If you had, right now, if I came up to you and I said, tell me what your ideal life looks like. And I want you to tell me what it looks like in these three areas: time freedom, personal freedom, and financial freedom. What would those three things look like for you, and how would they come together to create your ideal life? And not your idea of a life, but your ideal, IDEAL, your perfect life. What would that look like? And one of the slides that we have in our presentation with the network marketing business that I have, Planet Marketing, one of the first or second slides is um, tell us, think about that. Think about, not necessarily tell us, but think about what your ideal life would look like. If you had all the time freedom, what would you do? Where would you go? How would you spend it? Would you spend more time with your children, spend more time with your parents, spend more time in the community, travel more, whatever it may be? Take your kids, be able to go to all of the events that your children have without any restrictions of work or whatever. And then what about financial freedom? Would you be able to save money and put that money aside so that you don't have to worry if something happens? You have a nice savings that you can live off of or use for an emergency without stressing. Or would you pay off debt? Would you pay your child to go to school debt free, to college debt free? Would you be able to actually donate to your causes in your church the way you want to donate and to them? And then your personal freedom. If you could go where you want to go, when you want to go, without anybody clocking you and telling you what you wanted to, what you needed to be doing for them, how would that look? And we tell them to put all those three things together. A lot of times when I do the presentation, I tell people to close your eyes and think about it and dream. And the beauty of it is when you're talking to these folks, a lot of times you can see it on their face. They relax, they smile, they're nodding. Yeah, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, that would be good. And sometimes I have to tell folk, okay, open your eyes, come on back, because they have started dreaming again. And sometimes when we get older and become adults, we stop dreaming. We stop saying what it is that we want because we don't think we can do it, or we have, other obligations, or the time doesn't permit, or whatever it may be. But you can do that. You can still have your ideal life. There are avenues that can get you there. I know one for sure that can get you there. But you have to make the decision that that's what you want and that's what you deserve, because you do. There is absolutely no reason, I don't care how old you are, how young you are. Things are not ever going to be perfect. You can't wait for the I's to dot and the T's to cross. You can't wait for the stars to all line up and the planets to be all in sync. No, you just got to do it, and you got to go for it, and remember what it is that you wanted. You remember when you were little, all the things you said you wanted to do and be. I remember was talking to my great niece. I think she was about 11 or 12, and she told me she wanted to be an engineer, a hairdresser, and a teacher. And I said, you can be all three of those things. Yes, you can. You can do it. And then I was talking to my 2-year-old. I think at the time she was either 2 or 3, great niece, and she told me she was going to be a unicorn, a princess, and something else. I forgot. And I was like, okay, you can be you can be those things too, because it's a dream. And if you can dream it, you can do it. So I want you all to think about what your ideal life is. I am thankful and grateful that I have remembered once again, been reminded to dream, and that I can have my ideal life. There is a way to have it, and there's a way to do it. And we all have the same opportunity, exact same opportunity. So what is your ideal life? I want you to dream. Today I want you to dream. I want you to close your eyes and think about your ideal life and what that would look like for you. And I want you to write it down. I want you to put it on a piece of paper where you can see it. Adjust it as you need. Nobody knows this. This is not a test. I just want you to start dreaming again and believing that there is a way for you to have that ideal life. If God gave you the vision and the idea, He's going to give you the provision. And he's going to give it to you now what you need, and he's going to give it to you along the way what you need. So let us know what you're thankful for. Put it in the chat if you so choose. Tell your family and your friends that you are thankful for them. Tell them, hug them, and let them know. Tell your pets that you're thankful for them. Hug them, love on them, and give them back some of that unconditional love. And tell your coworkers and your colleagues that you're thankful for them, because everybody brings something to the table. Tell yourself that you're thankful for you, because you are amazing, 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 amazing. And as always, tell God, thank you for another day. And thank you for the opportunity to dream. So I want you to have a good rest of your day, rest of your week. We got a long weekend coming. Enjoy it. And be safe. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you next week. Bye.